How impetuous Americans were. No, signore.
One tender kiss of, shall we say, friendship.
What would my mother think?
She's still in the wine cellar.
Well, then, one.
Your name?
Tina.
Tina? I could compose a tone poem to that name.
Please, Mother is coming back.
Mother has no sense of timing.
Those steps are hard on an old woman. Here, Tina. Pour Signor Thurston's glass.
What an exquisite goblet.
Yes. Botticelli made it for our ancestors.
Probably the Borgias?
Signore does not know his history. The Borgias were poisoners.
So they were.
Here, signore. Taste it and tell me if you ever had a finer Barolo.
Yes. Drink, Signore.
What, neither of you joining me?
No, Signore.
Then I insist your daughter at least take part in an old American custom. It is called the loving cup. When a man meets a girl as exquisite as you are, Tina, he asks her to drink first from his glass.
Tina is too young to drink.
Oh, surely an exception can be made.
My daughter accepts your flattery, Signore. However...
It isn't flattery. To look at your daughter is to have some of the chill taken from the memory of her dead uncle.
You have not touched your wine, Signore.
I wouldn't think of it until your daughter first sipped from my glass.
I have told you I cannot allow my daughter
But I insist.
It is difficult to know where flattery ends and rudeness begins with you.
Come now, Tina. Surely you can't object to drinking your own wine? Or can you?
Of course not. No, certainly not.
Well, then.
Very well.
Tina, no.
You did not really think I was going to drink it, did you, signore?
Considering that it would probably kill you, I doubted it very much.
And now the comedy is over, signore.
Oh, I see you know how to use a revolver also.
Yes, and I must insist that you stand quite still, or I will shoot a hole between your very attractive eyes.
Egon.
Yes, signora.
Aha, Egon, of course, hiding behind the screen.
I'm coming, signora. Poor Mr. Thurston. You should not have come here.
Egon, take care of this gentleman.
As always, it is a pleasure to take care of Mr. Thurston.
Show him to the cellar.
And tie him up securely.
Just my luck. Here I am having a quiet little party with two of the loveliest ladies in Italy, and I have to go to a nasty cellar with Egon. Egon, don't you think that gun is superfluous?
With you, I take no chances.
Where is your shame? Taking my money and then telling those women who I am.
Mr. X, believe me, it is very difficult to have both a conscience and a bank book at the same time.
Oh, dear, what wouldn't you do for money?
Offhand, I can't really imagine.
How much did they pay you to double-cross me?
1,000 lira.
I thought so. 1,000 lira. Not worth the paper it's printed on.
It is?
Of course not.
You're beginning to make me very nervous.
Italy is an occupied country, but that money wasn't worth one good American nickel.
If I thought you were telling me the truth...
Have I ever lied to you?
Yes. Yes, but always with such charm, Mr. X.
Are they asleep by now?
Oh, yes. I heard Tina say that they would take Antonelli across the German lines just before dawn.
You have no sentiment, Egon. Think of that poor old man locked up.
For $500, I could reap buckets and at the same time cut those ropes.
200.
5.
Either my price or I sit here and starve. Which will it be?
Naturally, I cannot let you die. It's a deal.
No, it is no use unless I can get to Antonelli's room.
By the merest chance, I have a key to the room for 50 more.
No, 200 net.
What can I do? My heart will not allow me to permit you to be eaten by those rats. Wait, I cut you free.
Ah, you have a noble soul, Egon. Sometimes.
It's amazing how money will make me as soft as putty. Huh? There you are, free now, and here is the key.
Thank you. Now, come with me upstairs to Antonelli.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thurston. I must refuse. I'm really quite tired. I've had enough and made enough for one day. And so, Mr. X, we come now to the parting of the ways. I go back to town, And you go to the...
Yes, that's probably right, Agar. Signor Antonelli. Signor Antonelli.
Who are you? I don't know you. Go away. I don't know you.
Please try to understand what I'm saying. It's very important. I've come to take you away. Away from those women.
I don't know you. I don't.
Yes, I know all that. How can I make you understand? I'll take you to a hospital. I'll take care of you. You'll be well again. Oh, stop humming and listen to me.
I do not know you. I do not know you. I do not.
My name is Ken Thurston.
Go away. You want to hurt me like the women hurt me.
No. I'm a friend of Bill Nesbitt. And a friend of yours.
Now, I believe you.
Great Scott.
But I had to make sure. Thank heaven you've come.
You mean you've been?
It was the only way to keep those women from finding anything out.
So you pretended to be out of your mind?
Yes, I fooled them completely. Now, how is my friend, Bill Nesbitt?
He's dead.
Dead?
Yes, murdered. Poisoned by your niece, Tina.
She is not my niece. She and the other one are agents of the Gestapo.
I thought so. But why did they kill Nesbitt?
He wanted me to sell to his company my brother's formula.
Your brother?
Yes, before the war, my brother was one of the great chemists of Europe.
Oh, so that was it. What happened to your brother?
He was killed by the Nazis.
You say he had a formula that Bill Nesbitt wanted?
Yes, for a new type of synthetic.
What synthetic?
Well, I really don't know. I'm a musician. I know nothing of science. But my brother handed the formula to me to keep for the day when Italy would be free.
Did the women get the formula from you?
No. They tried to get it. Day after day. Day after day. But I fooled them.
Good work, Signor Antonelli. Have you got it with you?
Yes.
Where is it?
In this room.
So you hid it. Where? Oh, no, good heavens, Signor Antonelli. This is no time to...
That's it. That's the formula.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
When a musician plays the tune in the key of E, using B flat as the code for the letter A.
I see. A musical code.
Exactly. Played and varied 5 times. Only I know the variations. When it's decoded, the entire formula is spelled out.
And you've kept it in your mind all this time?
Yes, I assure you it has been nerve-wracking to hum that same tune over and over, but I had to do it so I wouldn't forget.
Not quite so fast there, Mr. X.
Good evening, ladies. Or shall I say good morning?
This is no time for your cheap American wit, Senor Thurston. My daughter is a very good shot. I would advise you to stand quite still.
What are you going to do with me?
It's all right, Antonelli. We are taking you to Berlin.
They will beat me in Berlin. Don't beat me again.
Shut up, you fool.
So you're taking him to Germany?
Yes. We have doctors there who can make that idiotic mind of his spill out its secrets.
Keep still, you dithering lunatic.
Let him alone, Mother. He is
I
harmless.
cannot stand that humming over and over again. If he does not stop humming, I'll gag him.
Don't hurt me. I'm just an old man who hates fascism.
Take your hands off of me.
Smart work, Antonelli. Hold up. No, you don't, you little witch.
Let me go.
Get the gun, Antonelli.
I have it, Mr. X.
Fine. Don't move, ladies.
Shall I shoot them? Both of them?
What is this? I don't understand.
It's very simple. Signor Antonelli is not the fool you presumed him to be.
He is not insane.
No, Signor. It is you and your daughter and people like you who are the insane ones. But now I think I shall do with you what they do with all mad dogs.
Mother, I am afraid.
Do not let him kill us, Senor Thurston.
It will be a pleasure to destroy you both.
No, Signor Antonelli. Let's not use their tactics. There will be judges for them. Judges made up of your own people.
Hold up your hands, lady. Oh. You've caught them, Mr. X.
I'm afraid your heroics have come a little late, Agar.
Oh. Is there anything I can do?
I'm afraid not. Go to sleep now.
Did you find out why they wanted this old man?
Naturally.
Why?
Signor Antonelli had a formula.
Tell me, Mr. X, what was it, huh?
If the first note stood for chlorine, and the next 3 notes stood for oxygen, carbon, and nitrogen...
Yes, what would it all mean?
Wouldn't you like to know? So ends tonight's Globe Theater production of The Man Called X. I know you'll join me in thanking Bernie Schoenfeld for his excellent script, Felix Mills for composing and conducting the score, and Bill Robeson, who presided in the control room. By the way, the role of Agon was played by Hans Conried as a farewell gesture to an active life in radio theaters and as a prelude to an even more active life in theaters of a different nature. Mr. Conried, I might add, relinquished the finest head of hair in the Western Hemisphere to become Private Conried, his Army serial number escaping me for the moment. Watch out for him. If his performance as Agon is any indication, he'll be a slippery man to deal with on the evening of payday. By the way, it really was fun to play the role of Ken Thurston for you, and I trust you enjoyed the adventures of A Man Called X. As for the next performance from the Globe, you'll hear Walter Abel, Louise Alberton, Ralph Bellamy, and David Bruce in a neat little thriller called Phantom Lady. Here's a short preview.
That hit him hard. I could tell by the way he looked, by the way he watched me all night as I sat there at the bar just staring at him, never saying another word. And when he left at closing time, I followed him. He managed to walk rather slowly at first, almost defiantly, as if he didn't care. And then he went a little faster, and faster, and faster until he was almost running. And then suddenly he stopped and turned.
What do you want? Why do you keep on following me?
You have something to tell me.
You're wasting your time.
You know what's going to happen to him. You can prevent it. Get it off your conscience.
Don't ask me. Go ask the guy that give it to me.
Gave you what?
Nothing.
It was money, wasn't it? Somebody gave you a bribe.
I ain't talking, I tell you, and I ain't staying around here either. I'm going to get so far away from here.
Look out!
It's going to be a good show, and I know you'll want to hear it. So jot down on the inside of your helmet liner that you have an appointment at the Globe Theater with Phantom Lady, starring Walter Abel, Louise Alberton, Ralph Bellamy, and David Bruce. I'll be on hand to show you your seat and take care of the introductions. Till next performance, then, this is Herbert Marshall wishing you all the best, and I'll be seeing you.
You have been listening to the Globe Theater with Herbert Marshall as host and master of ceremonies. The Globe Theater is presented for servicemen and women of the Allied Armed Forces all over the globe. Listen for our next Globe Theater production soon.